Yes, this is your soul brother Talib. As you know, I was a part of the Mississippi platform, Mississippi campaign platform with Brother Angel Snup Snup Seven. Yes, I just want to chime in, you know, for a few minutes with y'all, before I get on with the rest of my day. Um, Yesterday, moving along as to the point I'm making, that Donald Trump, it came out in the news that Trump just very recently made a speech, a rebuttal speech against those four dark skinned congresswomen in the House of Representatives. Um, and I heard him on Fox News making a speech when he was answering questions at the White House about, his, comments toward them, which would certainly, of course, warrant it as being racist. But I like to say this that I just want to adopt a page out of part of the comment he made. You know, if you don't like this country, leave. But my theme of it is if you don't like this country, leave or shut up, which is the title of this video. Because, these pro-black conscious community folks, first of all, for years and years since Marcus Garvey, you've been talking all this pro-black solidarity, unity crap, and it ain't got us nowhere as a people, far as dark-skinned descendants of slaves born in America, of course. It ain't did nothing to make no effective changes, not at least even to the degree that the civil rights movement, helped to make effective changes, far as changing policies for the betterment of dark-skinned descendants of slaves here in America, born here in America, and I'm just, at the point that, especially to you in the so-called Pan-Africanist community or the Back to Africa or Garveyite movements that's around today, that's just a shell or fragment of what it was during the time, actually, of Marcus Garvey, almost 100 years ago. And I just like to say this, that once again, if you don't like it here in America, far as your condition as being an oppressed people, which has been going on for 500 years, then get the hell out of here. Just go. Or shut up. It's just that simple. Because and for those of you who would rebut against leaving America, well, first of all, you use the excuse about what my ancestors built this country. Our ancestors built this country. But it still ain't doing the damn thing for us just because they built it. It didn't do nothing for them, being the condition that they were in when they worked to build this country toward what it is today. So you ain't, under this establishment of this country that our ancestors built, black people haven't made any laws that white people got to respect or anybody else got to respect. You don't have no real power, to dictate our existence in this society other than doing what we're told every day to do by the white man. You know, so like I said before, if you don't like it, figure out a better place or another place across this globe that you want to go to and just get the hell out of here or shut up. It's just that simple, you know. And for those of you that make mockery of Liberia, West Africa, a nation in West Africa, on the continent, you know, at least our ancestors who went over there and established the Republic of Liberia, West Africa, at least they had more, you know, self-respect and, you know, sense to get away from around this oppressor that we still got to deal with today in 2019 over here in America. So you can say what you want to say about Liberia or the descendants of those who went over to Liberia to establish that nation. But at the same time, like I said, being that they are our brothers and sisters too, because they come from the same fig tree in terms of descendancy of American Negro-born slaves. But at the same time, at least they over there in Liberia where they ain't got to deal with worrying about if a racist Peckerwood cop gonna blow their head off just because of their dark skin, or if they gonna be racially profiled, or if they're going to be gerrymandered or redlined and all this other crap, you know. So like I said before, you know, if you don't like your situation here and you're not willing to do nothing about it, why you here? Then get the hell out of here. It's just that simple. You know, and I don't know no other way to put it. You know, because you're always talking about, you know, unity, and then you got a lot of you in the so-called pro-black conscious community, like I say, in the thousands, talking about bridging, bridging gaps with the inhabitants over in the continent of Africa. Well, there you go. Make your move then. Get over there and do that. You ain't got to stay way over here in America and do it. Because as long as you over here, you gonna keep getting treated less than a second-class citizen anyway. And you're not willing to do nothing about changing your condition for real over here effectively as a whole. Except for when you wanna, you know, change certain things that suit your personal agenda or the agenda or whatever organization or clique you belong to, you know, and stuff like that. So, you know, like I said, my thing is, once again, you know, you don't have to be here. You know, and truthfully, me, myself, personally, I don't want to be here. But I'm not in a position at this time to make a move like that. You know, but at the same time, whenever I am, hey, you know, who knows what the future holds, you know? Because the way things are going with this nation, we're subject to being exterminated as planned anyway. Like I repeatedly said in other videos, you know, when the right time or opportunity comes, whenever it comes, these crackers could decide to make a move on us in a similar manner that them Nazis did in Germany when they went and knocked on them Jews' doors and dragged each and every one of them and their families out their houses or whatever and took them and hauled them off to them concentration camps over there. Well, we're subject to face the same dilemma, because we're not trying to do nothing over here to change our condition. We brought the platform of Mississippi, of the Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. We laid out basically the ingredients within that ideal that would change our condition and present plight in this country as a people for once and for all. But that message from that platform fell on many deaf ears, like I said before in my last video. So like I said before, at the end of the day, you don't want no real unity. You don't want no real freedom. All you just want to do is be comfortable slaves. Go to work every day, work your 9-to-5 jobs for this white man to get a check, and then back to slave labor. Because it ain't nothing but slave labor. You helping to make them richer. All you doing is just living off a paycheck after paycheck. In this whole equation of things at the end of the day. We don't, black people don't really, own nothing here in this country, or like I say, govern nothing in this country, far as a enterprise or establishment or entity that the white man truly got to respect. And of course, anytime we tried to do something, it was dismantled, especially because of the disunity and provocatorial tactics that was used, to help bring down anything that we ever tried to do to really liberate ourselves from our nearly 500-year-old oppressor for once and for all. And, my thing is this, is that, you steady preaching this same message of Pan-Africanism, pro-black solidarity, black unity and all this, and it ain't worked. It wasn't mapped out properly as a common collective plan for the whole of our people. I'm gonna adopt a page out the book of Nubian leader Dr. Malachi Z. York, who once said, back in the 1960s, we had a great perfect chance of uniting all at once together. Well, that time is gone. And since then, it's gotten worse and worse and worse for us as a people in this country. We're so divided now where, we killing each other over religion. We killing each other, over wearing, different color clothes, manufactured, made by the establishment of this country. That's, put in our communities for us to consume. And then walk around and kill each other over, and all this other nonsense. So, like I said, we're even further divided due to mass incarceration, all because we failed ourselves as a generation of people. And because we're failing our younger generations of people. So like I said before, if you don't like what you see going on in this country, whether it's with the police brutality, the killing of blacks by racists, racial profiling, gerrymandering, mass incarceration, voting discrimination, all this other stuff. You know, well, hey, do something about it or shut up and leave America, just like Donald Trump say. You know, because actually, you know, I'm really tired of even looking on social media. I'm tired of even hearing, honestly, black people complaining when you ain't doing nothing about your situation in this country as a whole. And I ain't talking about, for once again, a certain selective few people, or because you want to appease your own personal agenda. You know, you want to exclude homosexuals, lesbians, people with disabilities and different other ailments that's considered as so-called rejects in society, well as even, unfortunately, among us as a group of people, as dark-skinned descendants of slaves born here in America. So that which you call being for the people just ain't real. It's fake. Simple point blank is that. It's fake. You know, and I'm going to keep calling it out like that, just like I see it, because it is what it is. And, you know, I'm just at the point that, you know, hey, I'm glad, like I said the other night, that I don't even have to, that I'm not living in a city where I got to even walk out my door and meet you so-called pro-black conscious people face to face every day, like I did when I was back in Detroit, or whenever I was in other cities like New York or Atlanta. You know, because like I said, you know, most of y'all are fake. Y'all not trying to, you know, do nothing to change his condition. All y'all trying to do is get a bunch of people to join on y'all plantation so y'all could control other slaves and make money off them. Just like your boy Louis Farrakhan and Al Sharpton and others like him, you know. So like I said before, you know, I really don't have no room for that. You know, and really, I'm going to be honest with you. Speaking of Donald Trump, if he had his way for real, if he had the power that he really think he got as president for real, and decided to send us all back to Africa, like I heard some other brothers say in another video, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. It wouldn't be no pretty sight landing on the shores of the continent like y'all, some of y'all think. Them Africans don't love us like that. If you ain't got no money for them, you might as well consider yourself dead once you on arrival upon the shores of that continent. For real. Because that's exactly how it's going to be. And that's what you're going to be met with once them ships land on the shores of present-day Africa. You know? So, like I said, you know, you could keep on playing games with your lives, with your children's lives, with our future generations' lives. You know, and I'm going to tell you, you know, I'm going to piggyback off of what I heard a sister say also in another video, that it may not happen in our generation, but in our grandchildren's generation, my grandniece or her kids' generation, you know, hey, that's the time when they may just haul us off, our people off the concentration camps and mass graves. And to be quite honest with you, it's going to be a real horrible sight to see And for those of you, especially in the pro-black conscious community, that hate homosexuals and lesbians, well, hey, male and female, or heterosexuals, or whatever, just know that they gonna know who you are, and they gonna decide to dump your body right on top of a homosexual or a lesbian. Just know that. When they, dig a wide hole for them big mass graves to dump you off in. Just know that. So, I mean, just keep on, playing with fire all you want to. I'm really, I don't really, to be honest, I don't even really get to talk to the common day black person on face to face. Cause it's like talking to them until, as they say, until I get blue in the face, Cause I know they not trying to hear no truth. They not trying to really change their condition as a people. Just like the Holy Quran say, God or Allah helps those that helps themselves. You're not trying to help yourself as a people. So, you want to wait on somebody, one leader or a certain few select organizational group of people to do all the work or whatever, or just a group of people, certain select group of people to do all the work, and you don't do nothing and you sit around and benefit off it. No. That ain't how things go. At least not from the Mississippi campaign platform that I was on. No, that ain't how things go. I know for definitely I'm not finna do no work for a bunch of niggas that just want to sit back and lay down and wait and watch. No. Oh no, I'm not cut from that type of cloth. You got me mixed up with somebody else. I'm not gonna do that. If you want to work with me and help me, yeah, okay. That's all good and well. Yeah, I welcome that wholeheartedly. But if you just want to sit back and wait for just a certain people or one person to do all the work, oh no, that just don't work like that. That's why we ain't nowhere right now as a people. And our ancestors, like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, with the horrible deaths that they were inflicted with, don't deserve this. All that work that they did, you even take that for granted. While you sitting back benefiting off it, wasn't out there in the streets with them when they was getting dogs sicked on them, or being threatened by the police, being threatened even by their own kind, especially like Malcolm X. You wasn't out there taking that abuse just to attain liberation for your people. You was sitting back in the cut just watching. And that's what niggas do today. They want to wait on a leader to do something instead of coming together. As a whole, coming collectively to do something. Them days of waiting and watching and sitting back in the cut watching people do all the work, that's over with. People done got wise to that. Especially because of the technological information age that we're in today. They're finding out the truth now about a lot of things, And it's just not working. The same tactics, just like what the Nation Islam use to deceive people, to get over on people, to make money off of people, to get rich off of other people and their oppression and stuff. Them days is over with. People ain't going for that. And I just want to comment on something in this video, although I'm not trying to really get off the topic, but because our brother Angel Snup 7 of Reality Temple Ministries, passionately speaks the truth that he speaks, which I have a great deal of respect for. You know, he's been, I heard, reportedly flagged at the behest of not Google or YouTube, as he has been previously. But this, from my understanding, came at the behest of, a cowardly tactic used by Minister Eric Muhammad and his clique called Temple 15, which I was going to process as a member in the Nation of Islam to join at one time. And it's a good thing that I did not go down there to Atlanta to do such a thing, because I had just got through attempting to process into Farrakhan's organization, and that didn't work out too well because of the hypocrisy, especially of that organization and other things, So, like I said before, I'm glad that I never did go down there to Atlanta to get with them, and other people that did, things, from my understanding, did not pan out right in their case. So it's obviously something wrong with that. And, much as that guy talk and sound like a religious gangster from the back of that rostrum every Sunday, with empty chairs facing him while he speak, I just want to say that, hey, for him to be the one to get flagged by other people that don't agree with what he say, but then he turn around, him or his Temple 15 clique, to, make a move and getting our brother Angel Snup 7 flagged is definitely wrong and very cowardly. And this is the reason, once again, like I said previous other times, one of the reasons why I do not deal at all with the so-called pro-black conscious community, because of, indignative, cowardly type of stuff like that, I mean, if you really strongly believe that what you teaching is the truth and you got God backing you, then why is you gonna take that type of route, to attack somebody that agree with what you saying? So obviously, you don't really have a true God backing you. Once again, that was just a matter of, a fear tactic, because you see that your organization, the Nation of Islam, is being exposed for what it really is, and you ain't trying to lose them last few dollars that's coming in, that you making off of subscribers, or that you making otherwise to keep your scheme of things going, and so now you want to attack the brother and get his channel flagged and all this kind of stuff. Where, hey, whatever you do or attempt to do, it's not going to stop the truth from spreading. I'm going to just tell you that now. It's not going to stop that. And our brother, Angel Snup 7, who could speak for himself, has also, in other words, made that perfectly clear, in the response video to that situation, So I'm 1000% in support of my brother, Angel Snup 7, aka Talik Ibn Rad, and I back him on that situation. Hey, and I just because, and it kind of, in a way, I wouldn't have thought that Eric Muhammad, with the type of character that he tries to display, like he's some really solidified so-called pro-black conscious solidarity type individual, I wouldn't think that an individual like him would do something or attempt to do something like that, but hey, that just showed me, like I commented under the brother Talik's video in his response to that situation, that hey, that just clearly confirmed more to me that I can't put nothing past the pro-black conscious community when it comes to, when it comes to reprehensible cowardly acts, especially toward another black person, So like I said before, hey, I don't I don't put nothing past them. I saw that in my own experiences when I was so-calledly a member or a part of the Nubian community under the so-called leadership of Dr. Malachi Z. York. I saw that, with the Hebrew Israelites, especially under Yahweh ben Yahweh and other factions of Hebrew Israelites. And I saw that with the Moorish Science Temple of America, and of course, again, the Nation of Islam. I saw that with other Kemetic, organizations, plain out is just being a Negro slave, no matter what, package you try to brand it in. You still a Negro, descendant of a slave born here in America, and you still got that divided mentality, like crabs in a bucket, like they say, So like I said before, hey, if you don't, once again, and this is why I say, if you don't like your situation, much as y'all pro-black conscious ones talk especially and complain about our oppression as a people here in this country, then leave. Simple as that. Leave. Either do something about it or shut up and leave. It's just that simple. Because really, these white folks don't care nothing about all that. They've shown you over and over and over in time. The only reason they're allowing y'all on social media to spat all this crap out that y'all be talking, because they know that y'all don't present a real serious threat. You think they'll be allowing y'all to have channels posted on YouTube and other forms of social media if they really thought y'all was a threat to their establishment like that? Come on. Before YouTube, before Instagram or social media period, especially during the 1960s, when, you had some type of kind of camaraderie going in the pro-black conscious community, even with those among the original Black Panther Party that was more real than all the other ones, considering the work that they did, at least, to really show that they was for the people. You seen how them Peckerwoods was dealing with us, So you really think now in 2019 that they really worried about what you talking about in these social media outlets, which, like I said, ain't about nothing? Do you really think that? And then all the division that they see us caught up in with each other, and those of y'all who was hating on the Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. You know, that's the only reason they didn't attack us, who came from the platform of Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign, because they knew that we did not have no support behind us. In terms of what I mean by that is in terms of other people working with us. They knew that we did not have other people who was willing to work with us. So they didn't see us as a threat, but the ideal definitely would eventually pose them or cause them to respond eventually. Okay? Let's not get that twisted. So before you come out and say something like, well, what y'all was talking about from the Mississippi campaign platform wasn't about nothing, just remember that. Had the Mississippi campaign materialized instead of falling on deaf ears and would have started really getting somewhere, believe me, they would have been trying to make moves on us too. Okay? And those that are part of doing the work on this platform of Operation Exodus Mississippi that me and Brother Angel Snup 7 had going. Okay? So like I said before, you know, they know that Negroes is not going to unite. So they not worried about that either. But they definitely know that what y'all was doing ain't about nothing. All them pro-black conscious, religious, Kemetic, Afrocentric, Egyptology teachings and all that, which panned out to be about nothing. Look what it led to in terms of what happened to the Nubian nation under Dr. Malachi Z. York once again. Look what it led to in terms of what happened to Yahweh ben Yahweh. I mean, you know, and the list could keep going on. I mean, the list could go on, you know. I mean, truth don't need no support, as they say. It can stand by itself. And you know, just like that internet media troll Alquan, who went to talking that crap about the other day on our live stream that me and Brother Talik had going on about how, you know, we the reason the Mississippi platform to get nowhere because we didn't have no support and all this other stuff, or that if we did the work we have support, but yet he turned around talking about whatever he's trying to do until he get the support behind him, then he'll show us what he doing, which is definitely hypocritical, which Brother Talik put him quickly on the spot about, you know. I mean, listen, like I said before in response to that, and I'm going to respond to it once again as a repeated reminder, we don't need no support. Just do the work. Let's do the work. Okay? Simple as that. And if certain people don't help us, whoever help us do the work, we'll benefit from the work, and the rest, the hell with them. That's just how that is. Because you're not going to benefit off of nothing. At least that I do. And like Brother Talik said, the same thing himself, which speaks for itself, you know. So don't, you know, run that crap about sitting back, waiting on somebody else doing the work when you're not willing to join and help. Which is one reason why black people is in the position that we are in as a people in this country. You know, like I said before, you know, we're scared of change. You know, and like one brother told me years ago, which out of respect and respect to his anonymity as well, and may this person also rest in peace and still continue condolences to his family as well, once told me, niggas is scared of revolution. And yes, niggas is scared of real revolution. And that's a fact. Niggas is scared of real revolution. Niggas ain't really trying to do nothing about their situation as a people in this country. They scared of real revolution. Niggas is scared of real revolution. It's just that simple. Because they know that in order to get to real, true freedom and liberation for us as 44 plus dark-skinned descendants of slaves born in America, it's going to have to take fighting. It's going to have to take even some bloodshed. It's going to have to take sacrifices in other cases, serious sacrifices as well. And, see, they don't want to come out they comfortable cubby holes. They're comfortable with their oppression. And when you're comfortable with your oppression, then, hey, you could expect to keep getting what you get. Like the things I listed: gerrymandering, Jim Crow, mass incarceration, police brutality, racial profiling, and the list goes on. You could keep expecting that. So like I said before, as long as you continue to live here in this country called the United States of America, you need to realize, if you're not going to do anything about your situation for real as a people, instead of complaining, moping, griping, marching, or going to somebody like Michael Brown's funeral, then forgetting about everything that happened, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you going to keep doing that, you might as well just shut up altogether or get out of America and go somewhere else if you don't like what you see here. And that's as simple as that. Because these Caucasians is not going to do nothing to change without us uniting the fight to really do something about our existence here as a people, to change it from what it is. These Caucasians is certainly not going to help us or go out their way to help us to change our situation as a people in this country. No Africans is going to help us. No people from the Caribbean is going to help us. No people from China or Korea, of course, is going to help us. So, no people from South America is going to come here and help us. So, you might as well, get it through your thick head that we on our own as dark-skinned descendants of slaves born here in America. We are simply on our own. And like I said before, we do not have, too much time left. We may not have no time at all left to turn this whole situation around that we're in, caught up in this cesspool like we've been for close to 500 years as captives of slavery and racial oppression in this nation. So like I said before, you might as well just shut up if you ain't gonna do nothing about it. And again, if you don't like it, like Donald Trump say, if you don't like it in this country, leave. That's all you got to do. And stop, all this complaining. Complaining, marching, hoping, waiting on something to get right, waiting for the mothership to come down, waiting for Jesus to come down, waiting for Allah to reach out the sky and help you, ain't happening. Because if that was the reality of the case, it would have been happening by now. That's not going to happen. You waited all the way for 2,000 years for Jesus. 2,000 years has came and passed. Jesus still ain't came yet to help you out your situation. You know, so like I said before, you know, you just now, more than anything, you keep sounding redundant more than anything. And it's like I said before, it's not going to serve us no purpose with all them continued tactics that we call ourselves using. You know, for those of us who say that we really won't change for our people. Well, of course, your actions demonstrate different. And like I said, hey, you know, once again, my last words before I close out in this video is, if you're not going to do nothing about your situation, the better the situation for us as a people as a whole, and not just only for your personal agenda or for a select few people or a clique or organization of a clique or certain people that you're involved with, you know, you might as well just, you know, just don't say nothing at all. If you're not going to really be for the people at all, and I'm talking about all of the people, you know, then just shut the heck up, you know, or once again, leave, get out of America, or shut up. Simple as that. Because ain't with all that, you know, crying, moping up a mountain hill, a molehill, moping up a molehill, you know, complaining, you know, begging massa for crumbs, you know, talking about some reparations that you ain't gonna never get from massa. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gonna keep doing that, you might as well just don't say nothing, period, because all that has proven not to work. So, you know, you might as well just don't say nothing. Get you a passport or a visa and find what country you want to go to and just get the hell out of America. You know, and you know, you ain't got to worry about it. You know, it's just that simple. Because things ain't gonna change, of course, for the better of us as dark-skinned descendants of slaves born here in America, since we're not taking the right, real, proper, you know, course to do something about our situation as a people in this country. And certainly things is not getting better for this country as a whole, as we could see. So, you know, my final words to you is either just shut up or leave. And that's all I really got to say about that, you know. It's really nothing else, you know. And for those of you who will be watching this video, you know, jot your comments in and I'll get back with you on that. And I like to send shout outs to my brother Angel Snup 7, you know, and others that still support him, you know, in his video platforms, you know. And hey, you know, like I said, you know, it's really nothing left to say. And with that, I'm Audi 5000 in peace.